Welcome back to another story time with Miss Ashley. Today's book is The Lion Inside. This is by Rachel Bright and Jim Field. In a dry, dusty place where the sand sparkled gold stood a mighty flat rock, all craggy and old. And under that rock, in a tiny full house, lived the tiniest, the littlest, quietest, meekest brown mouse. So tiny. He was so very tiny, so incredibly small, that nobody noticed him, ever, at all. He got stepped on, ow! And sat on, ouch! He missed out on stuff, ignored and forgotten. His mouse life was rough. Meanwhile, far above, on top of that rock, times were quite different. It was lion o'clock. This huge toothy creature made sure everybody saw how important he was by how loud he could roar. He was head of the pack. He was shouty and proud. He loved flexing his biceps and wowing the crowd. Yes, all were impressed by this mighty king cat. If only, thought Mouse, I could be more like that. Then, late one dark night, in his tiny mouse bed, the cleverest thoughts popped into his head. He leapt up in the darkness and held up a paw. I've got it, he said. What I need is a roar. I mean, what if this mouse, with the weeniest squeak, were a little more grrr and a lot less meek? Well, he'd still be the smallest of fuzzy brown mice, but he'd make a friend and join in, and life would be nice. Yes, thought the mouse, I must find out how. I will learn how to roar, and I will learn it now. But it wouldn't be easy. There was only one beast who could teach him this thing, but might make him a feast. It was time to be strong, take a chance. After all, forever was such a long time to feel so small. So he made himself brave, and he thought like a winner. He set off to the top, hoping not to be dinner. It felt like the scariest thing he could do. But if you want things to change, you must first have to change you. The farther he climbed, the closer he got to the slumbering lion, reclining on top. Then, at last, as he stood on the tippity toes, he found himself suddenly nose to, uh-oh friends, nose. Ahem. Pardon me. Wake up, Mr. Lion. You've got company. Squeak. Mr. Lion, what I've come for you is a squeak. Do you think you could teach me your roar? A silence befell that twinkling plain. Lion opened his eyes and he puffed out his mane. Time went so slow, it felt like a week. Then he opened his mouth and he let out a... Friends, what do you think he's gonna do? Do you think he's gonna roar at him? Do you think he's gonna yell at him? Let's find out. He opened his mouth and he let out a... Eek! Then Lion curled up in a terrified ball. He did not like this, not one bit at all. Don't hurt me, he whimpered. Oh, try to be nice. Well, this mighty great lion was frightened of mice. Don't worry, Mouse peeped. I'm here as a friend. Let's hang out together, be pals to the end. That was a magical moment for sure, when the mouse didn't feel at all small anymore. He had found his true voice, and learn to speak out. And for that, you don't need to roar or to shout. And from that day and always, the two were a pair. They both liked it. They both liked that rock better, now that that rock was to share. The mouse, while still little, felt big in his head. And the lion, he still roared, but with laughter instead. Yes, that day they both learned that no matter your size, we all have a lion and a mouse inside.
Yeah.
Friends, thank you so much. Now don't forget that the little mouse, he used his words. He didn't have to talk really loud. He didn't have to yell. He used his beautiful, strong words. How amazing is this story? Did you like it? Did you like that Mr. Lion was back to say hi too? United, we read for kids. Head Start sticks together. I love you, friends. See you later.